So hello everyone, I hope you're still awake. So I'm Liran and I'm the CEO and founder of Wood.io. And our goal is pretty simple. We're going to help people to upgrade their job while we keep them totally secured and simplify the process. So you're probably aware how hard is it today to get people, to get good talents to join your company. It's not an easy task, and there is tough competition in talents from the company side. And it's not going to get any better. 70% of the employers are expecting this competition to increase in the following few years. So it means that it's going to be even harder for us to recruit new talents. And this is exactly why we built Woo, because we believe there is a solution for that situation. And it starts by changing the way that companies and talent are interacting. And I will explain it in a minute. Few words about the company. We founded the company in May 2015. We have offices in San Francisco and Tel Aviv, and we are already working with many high-end customers. You can see some of them here that working with our platform in order to engage with talents on their local places. So in order to understand our approach to this situation, take a look at this number. 80% of the people that have jobs indicating they are ready to discuss about new opportunities which they considered as upgrading their job. 80% is almost everyone. And people have a lot of ambitions and inspiration when they're thinking about their next job opportunity. Things like relocation, making more money, getting promoted, working on new technologies, moving to startup big companies, and maybe just want a better work-life balance. But when it comes to reality, we see that from those 80%, only 20% of us actively going and searching for a better job. And all the recruiting efforts today are focusing on those active job seekers, and this is what leads to the high competition. But a big question is, what about the other 60%, which are 3 times bigger talent pool, that's ready to discuss about new opportunities, but not ready to do anything in order to find them? The only way for companies today to interact with them is by basically spam them on many social networks leading by LinkedIn, which result in a very poor response rate to irrelevant approaches they are getting, which today stand at around 6%. It's basically waste of time. So our goal is, we said that if we take those 60% and we will be able to get them on board and make them to be part of the game, we're going to increase the market and the talent and addressable talent pool dramatically. So in order to do it, we need to understand why people stay passive. And here are the 3 main reasons. The first thing is that we are not aware to what we can get out there, right? If I have a dream to work at Google, if someone will come to me and say, hey, there is 100% chance that Google is going to hire you, I would probably be more active regarding my ambitions. The second thing is that we are afraid. We don't want to put in LinkedIn that we are looking for our next opportunity, and we might be risking our current job place. We don't want to be tagged as job seeker. And the last thing is, today, in order to find job, it requires a lot of efforts, right? Writing your CV, sending it to job boards, talking with recruiters, talking with friends you haven't spoke with for 3 years. We don't want to move it unless we don't have a problem. So what we created is a basically solution that eliminates those barriers for everyone, so you can all join to this game. And what we offer is a platform that lets you know in any given moment what are your career upgrade options, and let you switch job while we keep you totally secured and anonymous during the process. And the way it works, let me take you really quickly. So the first thing we ask you when you get into the platform is what you want. So we help you to understand and set up the preferences regarding your next opportunity. So if you want, for example, to get a better compensation, we're going to show you what is the compensation that you can ask for. Or if you want to get promoted based on your profile, we're going to show you all your true promotion options that you currently can get. Once you set up the preferences, we have a technology that taking the profile of the talent and anonymizing it, which means that from one side, you have a good sense regarding the talent, skill set, and experience, but you cannot identify the true profile behind it. So once it's set, from that point, companies will start to approach you, and here's the thing, they can approach you only when they have something to offer you that meet your expectation. Otherwise, we won't let the companies to approach you, which means that we are some sort of a gatekeeper between the talent and the companies and making sure that only relevant offers will arrive. Once the talent getting the offer, you can easily see who is the company that approached him, what is the opportunity, how it stands with their expectation, and they're getting a lot of other information about the company, the team, the product, the technology. They don't need to do any research. And from that moment, they have few days to decide whether the opportunity is interesting enough and they want to expose their identity to the company and move on with the process or just pass the offer. On the ongoing basis, we share with them a lot of information, such as who are the companies that view their profile, why they didn't approach them, so they can play with their expectation in getting more or less approaches according to their preferences. Now, from the company side, we're also creating much more efficient tool for them, because now instead of spraying and praying like many people, irrelevant people, we are focusing them only on the talent they have true chance to hire, because we know that those talents, what they want is something that the company can offer. And that takes me to a few numbers I want to share with you from our platform that showing the achievements that we got from that mechanism. So the first thing is 65% of our inventory are people that are off the market, which means that are passive. And they find our service useful for them because, again, they don't need to put any efforts. The second thing is, based on more than 40,000 approaches that is being done by companies to talent, we see a consistent response rate of 75%. This is versus the 6% we just talked about on LinkedIn. So it's take around 6 minutes to generate one interview for company using our platform. Right now, we are operating in San Francisco, in New York, and in Israel. This is where the marketplace is available, and we soon plan to penetrate to other states in the US and eventually going global. And the last thing, which is very important, is that we have less than 1% churn, which means that people, even if they find job, they are still keeping their profile on our platform because we give them ongoing value regarding what are the true options in every given moment. And that takes me to where we want to be in 5 years from now. So as I told you, our goal is to keep simplify the way people will consume and switch jobs. And that's also related to the fact that today we want to eliminate the job interviews. We're thinking that job interviews is a result of lack of information about the candidate. Every time company need to know the skill set, the culture fit, etc. But if we will manage to keep the candidates for the long term, we will know more and more about our users, and eventually we can share this information with the companies and remove the hassle of, endless job interviews. So as we see the experience in 5 years from now, you will simply go into Woo. You will set up the things that you want from your next opportunity based on the insight you're going to get, and immediately you're going to get the 3 companies that want to hire you at that moment. You're going to do the research through the platform, select the company, and will be invited to introduction meeting. Once it's done, you are on board. And if this sounds ridiculous, we're probably on the right path. So we are Woo. Thank you very much.